Welcome everyone back to another episode of the Kiwiway. So we're working on the tractor again today, and we're going to retighten the head bolts. So we've done about 10 hours of work on it, and so therefore it's I recommend to retighten the head bolts. And while I do that and I have the cover off, I'm probably going to do the valves as well, reset the valves. We'll probably do a compression test just to see the before and after of the head gasket replacement, and we'll change the oil as well because that needs to be done. I haven't changed the oil. We had the head gasket out with the head off and everything, and then maybe a little bits of dirt, some buff got down. So, and it is probably time it had an oil change. So that's what we're going to get up to today. And then obviously we're going to put the front end loader back on the tractor so she's back usable again. And I know Reese is dying to have the front end loader. He's got some jobs he wants to do, and no doubt they'll be up in the next few videos what he's up to. So let's get into it. First thing we need to do here is take that valve cover off, and that's basically 6 bolts, so it's not very hard at all. Interesting, when I was researching about getting parts for this tractor, I did actually find that this engine, the S2800, is actually a very common engine. It was put in a large number of Kubota excavators, it seems like, and so parts for it are actually really easy to get. Now the 2800 actually means it's actually a 2.8 litre, so that's where the 2.2800 comes from. So yeah, I guess that's in cc's, but 2.8 litre 6-cylinder diesel is what it is. And yeah, they obviously made a lot of them because it's actually really easy to get parts for these. I mean, you can basically get whole engine rebuilds, including sleeves and pistons. You can buy new heads as well, which is surprising to be able to buy a new head for a tractor that's or an engine that was made in the 80s. I guess at the end of the day, if you made a lot of them, there's probably still a lot around, and it's worthwhile supplying parts still, which for me is quite good to know. So it looks like we're going to have to take the valve rack off because it's in the way of tightening the bolts down. So it's not that big a deal, it's only 6 bolts and that'll come out. But before we do that, we might turn the tractor to be top dead centre.
You've done this before with this?
Yeah.
So this
actually,
this one here.
it's right, the marks are actually lined up very close. The question is, what position is it in? Oh, well maybe it's the other way around then. That should be loose, that should be loose. That's tight. Oh, maybe it's the opposite way around.
Do you mean top dead bottom?
Yeah. Well, there's 2 settings. Sorry, I'm just going to stop the video here and explain this a little bit better. As this is a 4-stroke engine, the camshaft, which drives the valves up and down, turns at half the speed of the crankshaft, and therefore the timing marks determine top dead centre, or TDC, for the piston number 1 can be 1 complete revolution out. I mean, the pistons can be either in the position ready to fire with both valves closed, or it can be in the exhaust stroke ready to pull fresh air in and just push the exhaust out. So that's what I'm determining here. And what we have determined is that piston number 1 is in the 2nd position, as shown in this picture, which means, the valves like exhaust 2 and intake 3 are ready to be set, the valves. And we have to basically rotate the engine a complete 360 to get to top dead centre and do the top line of valves. Anyway, just a quick explanation there of what's going on. I'm hoping that I can do all this without taking the muffler off, otherwise I guess it's not that big a deal. It's 4 more bolts. Maybe we should take the muffler off, it's only 4 bolts.
Do you have to do it in a particular pattern? Is that recommended?
So you start from the middle and you work outwards in a round pattern, the instructions say. So Oh shit, that one's nowhere near 92. There we go. I'll just, sorry, I'll just wipe it so that stuff sticks.
Got a chance of sticking on there.
Now, getting to this one, I'm going to need a little extension. So, all going well, I can... There is a bolt there, isn't there? Yep. Well, 2 of those are moved. So that moved. Yep. Now I'll do this one. That moved. So you can get lost with so many bloody bolts. That moved.
I wonder if it's the stud. Because that moved quite a lot to start with, didn't it? It's like this.
Yeah.
Are they actually bolts? Are they? Oh, they are actually bolts, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're not.
They are
nuts on a
bolts.
stud.
There's studs and nuts right at the end. The 2 at each end are,
Okay. No,
but the rest are bolts.
Not sure why that one. Why
That one moved.
There's 2 side by side.
No, that one. Yes.
Oh, almost side by side. It's about the,
I guess that's why we're doing it though. Well, I think that was well worth it. A few of them moved quite a bit. Some of them didn't move at all, we're already set, and the rest all moved a little bit, so definitely worth retorquing the heads as per the instructions. So we'll put the rack back on, torque that down, and redo the valve settings. A little bit, and the other one too tight. I guess you just got to be patient.
Can I help somehow by holding that there or something?
Well, I don't know. Problem with adjusting this, as you tighten it up,
it changes the characteristics of the
it
thing.
tightens the. You've got to hold the with the flat in there.
You're trying to lock it in place where
yeah,
you've left
it moves slightly, and
it's just not a very well. It's a system, but it's not particularly forgiving.
it's been a system that's been around a long time. See, to me that's still too loose. But, you know, I mean, you can try and put the feeler gauge in there and quite a lot of problem with getting the injectors to reseal.
Yeah, I can see that, looks like that.
And when you undo this one, some of them, the bottom one came undone.
Oh, so
There's two.
yeah. Did you have to take a precaution though to try to not unseat those bottom ones when you're pulling the top?
How can you though?
Oh, fuck, I know.
In the end, I replaced there's a rubber seal under here. I just had those O-rings and I put 4 new seals and that fixed those ones from stop leaking, because in the end I could get it to seal here but I couldn't get it to stop leaking here. But when I pulled that out and I replaced the O-ring around here, it fixed the problem. It around for quite a while to try and get those right again. And the way I had to do it is I had to undo both of these to get to that one which was leaking, which I think there was 2 of these were leaking, and then put that one back on, do that up tight, then do that one, then do, you know, this none of them in the way, just so you could tighten them.
And a combination.
Yeah. So one thing about old Kubotas, you need to glow plug them for a good 25 seconds.
This thing.
Yep. So we're going to, now we've done all that, we're going to do an oil change on it, just in case anything got in there during the, while they had the head off and stuff. Got a new oil filter as well, there's the part number if anyone's interested. And the oil filter's over on this side. There's actually 3 filters along here. There's the oil filter, which is that one, the transmission or the hydraulic fluid filter, which is that one there, and then we have one more filter which is down here, which is the diesel filter. So we're going to need to change. That's going to make a mess, no doubt. Anyway, we'll take that one off after we drain the oil. Probably should have done that earlier actually, because that's a much better solution.
Tuck that rag for a second.
So the spec says that it's 13.7 litres of oil. This is quite a bit. We got a 20 litre container,
Yeah,
so
just
it's all right.
It's a 20 litre, so you got some spare.
But 13.7 is quite a lot, especially when it's only a 2.8 litre engine.
Oh, that's true. I see.
If you had a 2.8 litre car, you wouldn't put 13 litres of oil in it, would you?
See, mine's a 3.6 and it's over 5 litres.
Yeah, though, I think the Territory takes about 6.2 litres or something. But it's quite, and that's a 4 litre engine.
She's a big beast. She's a big old beast.
Well, there we go, everyone. Another good job done. I was surprised how much those head bolts need to be torqued up. They did move quite a bit. And also interesting enough that the compression really hasn't changed from where it was before the head gasket, but must be either valves or rings that are causing the lower compression, or the different compression ratios. However, there's no compression going into the coolant, so I mean that's a fix, and the tractor is actually staying at a good temperature. So now they've got a temperature to gauge, I can keep a good eye on it. So anyway, it's all good, all ready to go for the next few jobs. So see you later. Catch you on the next one.